What is poppin'? I am the Slapton. I am but a lowly Slapton riding these wonderful DeFi waves, and this is not This Week in KlimaDAO. This is a special video in which we will talk about the refi partnership of the day, of the year, of the decade, of the century, of the millennium, of all time. Of course, I am talking about KlimaDAO partnering with the Polygon network. That is right. The date is April 12th, 2022, and at approximately 11:13 ante-meridian Eastern Standard Time, it was announced in the KlimaDAO Discord that Polygon network would be partnering with KlimaDAO. And here are the highlights of that partnership. Polygon would be acquiring approximately 90,000 tons made up of BCT and MCO2, worth approximately 400,000 USD to offset their historic footprint, meaning all the transactions that have gone on Polygon will now be carbon neutralized. In addition to that, Polygon will be holding Klima to accumulate more carbon credits to offset their future carbon footprint. On top of that, but wait, there's more, as they say. So past carbon footprint offset, future carbon footprint will be offset using Klima and its underlying carbon credits, and they will be selectively offsetting credits. And for those who don't know, what that means is BCT over here is worth the BCT over here. They're fungible, but the underlying tokens, the carbon tokens, the carbonized tokens, the TCO2s, are not fungible because they represent projects of different vintages and different locations and different projects and different methodologies. So if you do offset and you don't specify which TCO2 you want to offset, the aggregator will choose by default the oldest credit, and the oldest credits tend to be the lowest quality. That's not always the case, but let's just go with that theory for now. So they're going to offset the oldest credits, and the idea is to keep the credits, the older credits burnt off, and then raise the minimum vintage of the pool. So they're more and more current with verifying methodologies, and that's all good. But you can also select which carbon projects you want to specifically offset. Now, hopefully this will bring attention to the refi space and show the power of on-chain carbon credits and bring financing to the refi space as well. And speaking of financing, the last part of this deal is that Polygon will pledge $20 million to the refi space. So what does this mean? It means a lot. Okay, so I'm in the Discord, the KlimaDAO Discord, and what it means to a lot of people in the Discord is when price go up to over 100 million market cap, break through the triple digit mark, right? Because everyone's watching right now is like 99.8, 99.9. When's it going to happen? Maybe by the time I release this video, it will already be over 100 million. That's what it means to a lot of investors, and I understand that. Price go up, very exciting. Hey, we all want to make money. That's life. But to me, there's something even more important than price go up or price pamp. And that would be KlimaDAO has now secured a large amount of social cachet and has secured legitimacy for KlimaDAO's mission, on-chain carbon credits, and the entire refi ecosystem as far as I'm concerned. Polygon is a big boy, a big player in the DeFi space. For those who don't know, there are over 105 chains listed on DeFi Llama. And the chains can be ranked in terms of total value locked. And the way to think about this is the higher your total value locked, the more assets that sit on your chain, the more prominent your blockchain is. So as an example, Ethereum holds $115 billion of TVL on their chain. That's how many assets are currently locked on the chain. They are by far the biggest. It is no surprise that the TVL is the highest. Polygon is top 10 out of over 100 chains. Polygon is a big deal, and if you've ever used Polygon and the other top 10 chains, at least in my opinion, it holds its own, if not succeeds it. The other chains in terms of ease of use, in terms of expense, right? And there's a lot of promise in this chain. There's ZK rollups that they're working hard on and other initiatives. I am, just for full disclosure, I'm heavily invested in Polygon, and I am a believer in its long-term success. So, and I'm not the only one. Polygon is and don't take my word for it, 7th out of over 100 in terms of total value lock. So it clearly is attractive to a lot of DeFi users. So here's why that's important. If you guys have ever been in any industry or any hobby, it could be you're an actor, you're a musician, you're a salesman, what you're going to find typically speaking, is that the first big deal is the hardest. The first big musical gig, the first big role that you land as an actor, the first big sales that you make is the hardest. And there's a couple reasons for that, but one of them is just legitimacy, right? Until you've done it, people are going to look at you like, well, who are you? And if you're an actor, that's certainly the case. And if you do land your first role and you do very well in that role, more follow, right? If you're a salesperson and you land that big sale, you go into the next one thinking, I can do it. I've already done it. And the next person, might be aware of your last big sale and say, hey, well, if it was good enough for that big dog, it's good enough for me, right? So that's what this does. It legitimizes our entire mission. It legitimizes the entire space. And I think it's going to open the floodgates for other projects to jump on board. Because if it's good enough for the 7th largest chain in all of DeFi, in theory, shouldn't it be good enough for the projects on that chain? So that's my way of thinking about it. That's what I'm mostly excited about. Tell me what you're excited about. Is it just the price? Do you think that this will have a cascading effect? Here's something else I'd like to hear. Who do you think Klima should target next? And it doesn't have to be a blockchain. It could be any project. It could be an NFT project. It could be any protocol in DeFi. Seriously, let me know. Put it in the comments or put it in the Discord, because I am always interested in what you guys think about these sort of things. And if it's enticing, we might take a go at it, okay? So I want to leverage the knowledge of this community because it is very tapped into the DeFi and refi communities. Please leave a comment on that. Give me your general sentiments. I'll link this. I'll link the Green Manifesto from Polygon. The last thing I'll leave you with is there was a Bloomberg article that was floating around about a week and a half ago that did some critiques of Klima DAO, etc. Well, hey, we got a new one today. And this one is covering the partnership. And so, hey, whatever you want to say, 2 Bloomberg articles in a week and a half is insane. We are Bloomberg material, baby. All right? And this one is certainly I would say more positive. It can't help but be positive, because how are you going to spin Polygon offsetting its carbon credits to Klima DAO is anything but exciting. I will catch you guys on the next one. Please let me know what you think. Please let me know if you have any protocols, projects that you think we should target. Remember to ape responsibly. Peace, dudes and dudettes.